Hello everyone, this is Jennifer, and in this video I wanted to discuss why the narcissist chose you, because they do choose their victims, and most likely they chose you because you are a person that is very trusting, you are loyal, you have a great deal of empathy and compassion for others. You probably, most likely, are one of those people that goes out of their way not to hurt people's feelings. And these are good qualities, but these are qualities that a narcissist does not have. And they require these things as far as the supply goes. These are the things they take advantage of. Your goodness. They take whatever it is that you have that's good, that's giving, and they manipulate it and they suck it out of you. And they use it against you because they know that you probably won't do anything about it, at least for a while, because you're so kind. And they know how to manipulate that. And for an example, I know that I've given this example before, but when me and my ex-narc lived together, I had some elaborate bookshelves that I paid a lot of money for. And I'm not trying to brag, it was just the first time I was able to buy something outright. And they were very elaborate. And I had a book collection where I had first editions. And I would put them up there. And, it looked nice, and I really liked it. And I didn't go to stores, I bought them like at garage sales and places I found them, antique shops and whatnot. But over time, he would put his things on my bookshelf. He had his own places to put his things, but he would put his collections or his random stuff on my bookshelves, and he knew they were important to me. And this might not seem like a big deal, and it didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but the first time I was like, huh, okay, because what he put up was like something that took up half the space of a shelf. And I thought, okay, well, he just left it there. And I didn't say anything, like, hey, why did you put your junk here? But over time, and this happens, so it takes such a long time, but it seems overnight. It happened that all of his stuff, his collections, his books, his figurines that he collected, they were on my bookshelves, and they ended up in piles on the floor. And I remember looking at it one day, and like, all my stuff's on the floor, all my first editions, and his figurines are on my cabinet. And I never said anything. And this is something that, with a narcissist especially, you need to call out right away. Like, hey, what are you doing with putting your stuff here? I moved it over there to your area, or something like that, because this is how they encroach on your space. It's little by little, and they count on the fact that you're not going to say anything. Because most likely, a lot of people with empathy do this, is they won't say anything, and they'll do it more and more, it'll be worse and worse, and then one day you explode. And obviously that's not really the right way to go about it, but this is what a lot of us do. And the easiest way is to nip it in the butt right away, but we don't do this. But they do this in almost every aspect of our life, where we allow a little bit, and then, well, I guess it's not a big deal, and a little bit more, and then a little, and then before you know it, they've taken over whatever it is. And these are small examples, like my closet. Like, all my clothes would end up on the floor, and his are hanging in my closet in my house. Same with the dressers. And these are just little examples, but this is for everyday life, okay? Something that's not acceptable in a relationship. This is not sharing. This is not caring. This is not somebody who thinks about you at all. And the reason I'm saying this is because you might think, oh my God, I'm so stupid. And you're not. It's because you're a good person. And it's hard to believe that people like that horrible, that manipulative and conniving, that people like that exist, much less someone that you loved or still love. But they are devoid of these things, and they need to have someone who has those qualities, those good qualities, to make up for their lacking. So that's why they pick you. And be happy for who you are, because you are a good person. But this is exactly why. And there's nothing wrong, there's nothing bad, that doesn't reflect you. It just means that you're a good person and you're trusting. And my advice to that is, the way they take over your life slowly, because usually what happens is they'll come into your life, act like they want to just hang out there with you, then eventually they kind of take over your life in all aspects, and then at some point you get kicked out of your own life and they take over. And it may sound funny, but that's exactly what happens. And every inch you give, they'll take it. They're not normal people. They're not going to think, oh wait, I went too far this time. I feel bad. They don't feel bad. They will push it and push it until something you say something, until you put your foot down, because they will not never stop pushing you around, bullying you until you say something. And even when you do, you might do that exploding thing where at the end you've had enough and you explode, and then they will accuse you of being crazy. But know that that's going to happen. They will accuse you of that no matter what, whether it's to your face or to your friends or family. That's something that'll happen. So don't ever worry about them thinking that you're crazy. That should be the last of your concern. And yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. Anyone who's thinking, why me? How could I? That's the reason why. It doesn't reflect anything negatively on you. All right. Thank you.